Think about it. Obesity rates have exploded in just a few decades, but our gene pool hasn't changed meaningfully in that time. So, what actually has changed? So, if you've ever said, I come from a big family, or I just have bad genes, you're unfortunately not alone. The idea that obesity is inherited has become one of the most accepted beliefs in medicine, but it's also one of the most damaging. And I'm not here to tell you that genetics plays no role. Yes, genetics is a component to body weight. And some people are definitely more predisposed to gain weight or store fat. But here's the truth: genetics explain predisposition, but not inevitability. Your DNA is a blueprint, but that blueprint doesn't build anything unless it's acted upon by your environment. And when it comes to obesity, the biggest environmental trigger is insulin. Welcome, everybody, to the Obesity Project, episode 61. You're not overweight because of your genes, it's your habits. My name is Dr. Mark Shankman. I'm an oral and maxillofacial surgeon that came to the realization that we need to do something more about diet, nutrition, managing obesity, insulin resistance, and all the chronic disorders that come from it. So today we're discussing how your genes haven't changed, but your environment has. So think about it. Obesity rates have exploded in just a few decades, but our gene pool hasn't changed meaningfully in that time. So what actually has changed? Well, here are the things that actually have changed. The rise of ultra processed foods, constant access to cheap carbohydrates, seed oils in everything out there, frequent snacking, chronic sleep deprivation, sedentary lifestyles, and sky high stress. This isn't genetic drift, it's hormonal chaos. And the hormones at the center of it all, insulin primarily. Other hormones play a factor, but insulin is the driving factor. So let's talk about the science of genes versus environment. So back in 2014, there was a study in the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology journal that showed that while certain genes, like a gene called FTO, are associated with obesity risk, that risk can be cut in half with healthy lifestyle choices. Another study published in Cell Metabolism showed identical twins could have vastly different levels of visceral fat based entirely on diet and insulin sensitivity, not DNA, because of course, identical twins have the identical DNA. So yes, genes do matter, but the signal that matters more. And your food, sleep, movement, and stress all send hormonal signals, signals that can either unlock fat burning or lock in insulin resistance. So this is a critical distinction. Genetics may load the gun, but it's the environment that pulls the trigger. Your habits are what determine which genes get activated. And this is called epigenetics, and it's the science of gene expression. Now, you might have genes that predispose you to insulin resistance, but that only manifests if you create the proper conditions for it with high carbohydrates, low nutrient foods, and a lack of recovery. So let's stop using genetics as an excuse and start seeing them as potential, not as punishment. So let's take two sisters, same household, same DNA pool. One follows a low carbohydrate, protein rich diet, walks daily, and fasts 16-8, 16 hours of fasting, 8-hour eating window. Now, the other sister, eats the standard American diet, snacks all day, and gets about 5 hours of sleep a night. Now, they may have the same genes, but they absolutely do not have the same insulin levels or the same body composition. Now, why is this? Well, because insulin, not DNA, drives fat storage. So again, you are not bound to your genetics. If your parents are overweight, it does mean that you may be predisposed to being overweight, but you can do something about it. You control the environment. So you're not overweight because of your genes, it's because of your habits. Your genes are not a sentence, they're a switchboard, and you control the signals. You are not broken. You are not genetically doomed. You are metabolically misdirected by an environment your body was never designed for. But when you change the inputs, you change the outcome. So thank you so much for watching episode 61 of the Obesity Project. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And if you would do me a great favor, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel. You click that notification bell if you're watching this on one of the other social media platforms, like, share, comment, follow. All of this will gain some notoriety for this channel, and I can start doing even better, more terrific information for you guys. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm simply here to educate you guys and let the world know that we control our weight. We control obesity. It does not control us. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.